Holidays, anything fun this weekend? I'm gonna go see my family, so nothing fun. Just kidding. Kinda. Okay, put moles to 6. I think it's hammer time, looks like. Hopefully they have a Saga next turn that can Blood Sun. Yeah, you can't double queue in the same format. You used to be able to no, not even like with the old daily system or anything. I think that's for the best. Like I do not want to be playing against people double queuing. My name is Bronus, 6 months, appreciate you. Okay, well, especially with that draw, I'm just gonna put the Kaheera in the hand here. What's up? It's me, your friend. My name is Bronus. Grinding Living In? That sounds right, yeah. Dude, Sentinel is just like, this card is just the nuts in Hammer Time. I haven't thought about Jeskai in a while. I played some lately, yeah. I think it's okay. I've been trying a few different things. Like, I've been trying like Fury over Coco. I've been trying like more on Earths. Nothing feels great. It all kind of just feels fine. Do you ever see Companion Ban? I really dislike the Companion Ban discussion, to be honest. But like banning Companion as a mechanic, I really dislike that thought. It's like Kaheera is not too strong for Modern. Obosh is not too strong for Modern. Gyruda, Zerda. There's like the only thing you hurt when you ban Companion as a mechanic instead of just banning Lurrus and Yorion, if you think that those cards are too powerful for what they do, is all you do is you hurt the little kid who has a Lutri brew that they love to play Lutri at FNM. That's the only thing you do and if you don't just ban Lurrus and Yorion. Like just like banning every Companion card, I really dislike the idea. Oh, banning them in Commander? The only thing I care about in Commander is unban Golos! Get it back in here! Let me play with Golos again, please. I'll do anything. Or maybe you could just keep Golos banned too. It's possible Golos was too good. Because you can't possibly build a different 5-color deck or something. I didn't really follow too closely. I just like to yell. Felder, thank you for the 1 year. Appreciate you. I will say I do think it's weird that it's kind of hard to play Chalice here because if they have Paladin, we get got pretty bad. I'll just hold up Cryptic / Fire Ice. Cryptic for Paladin, Fire Ice for Sentinel if anything else happens. Yeah, I do think it's weird that Companions are legal in EDH though, because like it's a 100-card deck. Now you're just making it 101? What's the big idea, huh? You don't have sideboards in Commander? Or, like, you don't officially have sideboards, right? Some people, like, house roll sideboards, I think. That's my Lutri brew. I have a Lutri taking turns deck. That's, like, terrible but fun. But, that, again, that's, like, the only thing... That's, like, the only... Like, it just doesn't make any sense. Because it's, like, Yorion and Lurrus are design mistakes. Like... That's a super, like, ice cold, you know, ice cold take, right? But, I guess I'll Chalice. Nah, let's hold up Solitude Deluge, actually. Yes, I know that's, like, the worst, just, like, the most boring take ever, but... Yeah, Yorion and Lurrus are design mistakes. I would say that in Modern, none of the other Companions are. All the other Companions are fine. And, like, I think that banning Companions as a mechanic is like the most Reddit take ever, where it's just like so not thought out at all, and just like I don't know. I just really dislike it. What can I say? I just really dislike it. Probably want to cast the Fire Ice this turn. So they're going to go Lurrus, Paladin, and if they have a land, they can get Metalcraft. No, they can't because of the Saga. Mandatory Kaheera is an egregious design mistake, but not power level. Yes, I agree with that. I agree that Kaheera, like, I think playing it in a deck with no creatures at all is bad. I think you know, this deck does actually have elemental creatures, which is better. I don't think there's a way you can like enforce like it in any other way, but I do agree that it is not good design that you could just play it in a deck with no creatures. Why would it fix the cards and still let the little kid at his FNM play Lucha deck? Well, you're assuming it's like the kid wants to play the companion, right? Or the casual player wants to play it as a companion. But it's like, listen, look, I don't know how many times or how many different ways I need to say this. Dude, my taskbar is so fucked. It just isn't popping. It's just not popping up. Like I can't go to my other Moto views. But it's like, look, let's look at all the companions. There's like most of them are totally fine, and just like I don't understand this attitude of ban all the companions. Like in Modern, Gyruda, Gigantha, Kaheera, Luke, Lutri, Obosh, Umori, Zerda. These cards are not Karuga. These cards don't need a nerf. These cards don't need any changes to them. Lurrus and Yorion are the only ones that like have, you know, danger associated with them, or like, you know, really, really powerful. And like the big reason is, of course, that companions should not be able to generate card advantage when you cast them. That's like the big design flaw, is that like when your like free card gives you more cards, that's the issue. But a lot of these don't, and those are just fine. Don't ban them, just ban the companion. That is effectively banning them. Like, you got, like, that is the most, it's such a dumb take. We're not banning these cards, we're just banning the companion mechanic. Let's just ban the dredge mechanic. You can still play Golgari Grave Troll in your deck, but you can't dredge it. You can still draw it and cast it. We're not banning it. But you were just banning the dredge mechanic. You can still play Stinkweed Imp. I don't understand what what you're getting all upset about. You can still play Stinkweed Imp. You have to cast it though. You can't dredge it. You have to just draw it. What's like? It's just like the most smooth brain, like non-argument ever. I feel it just makes no sense to me. Don't let Shaq get to me. I like to let Shaq get to me. I like to argue. Lurrus main deck isn't even that weak. What can I guess I'm just so over it. But that's the thing. It's like the companion mechanic isn't the problem. Lurrus and Yorion are the problem. And it's like if you allow Lurrus and Yorion to be played in the main deck, they're going to see almost no play. They'll be super fringe. But it's going to be really confusing. It makes no sense to me either to ban a mechanic. Like, banning a mechanic is just, like, as a concept, makes no sense in, like, a competitive format to me. This isn't EDH. People are bitter because the companion mechanic should have never existed. I disagree that the companion mechanic should never have existed. I think that, like, if they were all, like, I think that the cards themselves are too pushed. But I think it could have been done differently to be more balanced, you know? I really do believe that. You don't need Supreme Verdict with, like, Fury and Solitude are your, you know... Like, you can hardcast these and, you know, pull back on cards. I haven't found that you really need to play, Verdict. Obviously, there are some spots where you'd want it. Imagine if we had Fury here. They kept a one-lander? They kept a one-lander with Springleaf Drum. They kept a totally fine one-lander. Springleaf Drum, Sentinel, Dark Confidant against the control deck. This is a totally fine keep. Is it not better to let them get their one extra draw, cut their one drop stuff turn earlier? Not when they're missing land drops. Not when they play Dark Confidant that turn too. It's like, we Chalice in one, we like let them draw a card, and then we like have to Prismatic Ending, spend 2 mana on the Sentinel next turn. No, with 3 mana because the Chalice will counter our ending. I think this line is better. Eureka, 3 months, appreciate ya. So this Sentinel and Chalice. Well, but then you let them bob. I don't know. I think this felt good, especially when they're missing land drops. Letting them like get that extra card feels like a huge cost to me. Alright, Fury, Solitude. Awakening's pretty good too. Attack for 6, down to 5. So I can Teferi minus on a Paladin, pay for Sentinel. I can Teferi and then wear Terra Sentinel after a plus, but then I go to 0 exactly. I could Kaheera. Go to 1. I think Kaheera is better than Teferi minus. Ban the companion mechanic. Lose the Prismatic Ending in hand? Yeah, I guess. If they had ending last turn, they would have ending the Chalice though. So my Fury minus says you also draw Fury. I can still draw Fury next turn. Fury still gets me out of this. Solitude still gets me out of this in the same way, but I keep the Teferi in my hand. I can also go like Teferi and let's see what I draw. Okay, Deluge. So just need to find Fury. I still have 4 Fury in the deck. Is there any other outs? I could find Lotus Field Cryptic, but I could also find Lotus Field Solitude. Right? Lotus Field Solitude gets me out of this if I don't pay. So I guess I'll give them the card. Found Fury and Solitude. Lotus Cryptic, I guess I could yeah, I shouldn't pay for Lotus Cryptic anyways, because I could either pay this turn or next turn, but they get to draw 1 card either way. But it just gives me more options. But I would have been able to, you know, pay and then still Lotus Cryptic. Yeah, I also think that the companions being hybrid mana was a big mistake. I think all of them should have been like Kaheera should have been green-white, Laura should have been black-white instead of hybrid. I think that was a big design mistake as well. Argument to kill Springleaf Drum with Wear Tear to deny the 3rd mana for Luris. They haven't put Luris in the hand yet, but maybe. I mentioned earlier playing Fury and Gensack. Can I tell you more about that? I don't know what else there is to say. I've been trying it over Coco. It's felt obviously there are strengths and weaknesses to it. I've been playing like 3 of them, and then like there's been other like deck building decisions too, but I don't maybe if you have a more specific question I can answer, then just tell me more about that. I don't know that it's better. I haven't play tested enough to like really know. I'm gonna attack. Yeah, I agree. I think some of the restrictions are too low too. Like Lurrus is the big one. I think Yorion's restriction is actually like pretty good, but it is like up for debate. Maybe it should have been like 90 cards. Would I add to the Lotus Field sideboard up with the Titan card matchup? That matchup's fine. I wouldn't like really change. I wouldn't. I like. You know, there's obviously like cards you can play that are good against Titan. But like your main decking Blood Sun, Solitude's really good against them, Wear Tear's really good against them. I found that matchup to be totally fine. Reload is still a thing, sure. Plus 30 cards then. I guess that's probably pretty bad for limited. You can do it though. I've seen LSV draft 60 card decks. Okay, I don't want to play the Flagstones because I don't get the trigger because of Blood Sun. Yeah, I got a lot of Wear Tears, huh? Plus 20 limited, just starting constructed. It seems like really inelegant for like text to put on a card though, you know what I mean? But that would be something you could do with like digital only design space, you know what I mean? But like as far as like text on a paper card, I feel like that doesn't look very good. Wasn't this deck record around 17 and 2 once? What's changed? I mean, I've been winning with this deck still, but no deck in Magic's history maintains a win rate like 17 and 2 without being just broken. And like a big part of the reason why I was winning so much was variance, and a big part of the reason why I was winning so much was that this list was still somewhat of an unknown quantity, right? But you should never ever expect a deck to just like win 90% of your matches forever. That is never going to be a realistic expectation, and if you do, the format is unhealthy. Play Saga, play Saga. Oof. I think I actually give them the card here. Three Ballista is pretty scary. I guess I'm going to Prismatic Ending the Ballista, pay 1, play Awakening, take 3. How often do you pick a deck based on how fun it is? How well you think you can do with it in general? Fun honestly plays very little. Like fun as far as like maybe like what you're thinking doesn't usually play a big factor in my deck selection. I almost never pick up a deck just because I think it's fun. You know, as far but what I try to like I pick up decks that I'm working on. Like I built this deck list, and like I think it's been very competitive in the past, and it's something that I found is like really powerful and interesting. And that's basically all I play are decks that I think are powerful and interesting in deck lists that I've been working on, right? And like that's what's fun to me, and that's almost exclusively what I do on this channel too. There are some exceptions, but for the most part, there aren't. I think I'm just gonna get a new hand here. Try to find Fury red card. They have the Welding Jar. They have lethal on board. Well, I can Solitude. I have like a lot of 0 mana spells in my deck. So they get to move 5 counters over to the Sentinel, and I can Teferi minus on the Sentinel. It's like it's not like I couldn't cast the Cryptic. I don't know if like you were thinking I could cast it and you wanted me to do that instead. I didn't have triple blue. I think third Triumph might be okay. Yeah, I agree. The Triumphs are really strong. I'd be interested to hear what you like want to cut for it. That's a suggestion that I like. Drawing all the cards, huh? Yeah. That's. I guess I meant to connect that dot. Me playing decks that I think are powerful and interesting, and decks that I've built, and decks that like I think are cool. That is what's fun to me in the game right now. That's how I stay engaged with the game that I play for, hours a day, every single day. That's how I stay engaged. Is because this is what's fun to me. But just like. It's just not exactly what my deck building decisions are. Okay, so if I go Fury, my opponent can go Lurrus, Ballista, kill Fury, kill me. Fury kills a boss. I could chump block, but the Lurrus gets me, right? So I need to Deluge. Could find like red card Solitude, could find Prismatic Ending. So I can Solitude. I should probably just. They get so many. No, I'm dead to the Ozolith on the Ballista if I don't get rid of the Ozolith. So I can go Solitude, Sentinel, Prismatic Ending the Ozolith, and then go to 1. Probably dead. But they have Nexus. I have Blood Sun. But I also don't know what Nexus does here. Anyways. Why not red card, Prismatic Ending, Solitude? Because I'm dead to them going Lurrus, Ballista, Ozolith onto the Ballista. Because it could have also put Kaheera in hand. Then the Solitude or sorry, I didn't pitch the Solitude, never mind. Yeah, also Welding Jar regenerates from the Fury, of course. I'm also dead to a land, I think. Oh yeah, I forgot but Nexus is a meme now. That's like the dumbest meme. They get Boros for another runs as a 4-1. Not yet. I'll probably play another league on stream today if chat promises not to get weird when I play it again. Yeah, pretty sure I'm dead to this. So Ballista on 1, attack me, sacks a boss to itself. Okay. I'm gonna assume Sari sees the line. Sari's an expert scales player. I feel about MTG, Procter and Gamble. I have no idea what Procter and Gamble is, but whatever, right? Yeah, I know Rest in Peace stops modular. I probably want maybe I'll play the Rips over the Fire Ices. Fire Ices are okay. Maybe I'll play 1 Fire Ice, 2 Chalice. Seems fine. I just want 2. Procter & Gamble makes everything. Well, that's probably a bit of hyperbole. P&G is like unlever. I also don't know what that is. How do I feel about a Roblox crossover? I recently heard a lot of really. I don't know much about Roblox. I have heard of them. I've heard a bunch of really scandalous things about their business model and their culture. So I wouldn't feel too good about that. They make the toothpaste. Wait, they literally make toothpaste and shampoo and stuff? Okay, I don't have strong feelings about the toothpaste company then. Dude, when I buy toothpaste, I black out. I just my mind exits my body. I just totally disassociate. I just pick up the toothpaste, man. I don't know if I could recall any memory of a time where I've actually picked up a piece of toothpaste. I just it totally phases out of my mind that it ever happened. It's just much with a quip. Esther bought me a quip actually recently. Adman, 4 months, appreciate you. Next Time of a bottle. I don't. How are we talking about toothpaste brands? Is my stream so boring that we're genuinely like having a conversation about toothpaste brands? If so, I'm sorry that it's like gotten to this point. Yeah, I've done the. I have no one to blame but myself. I know. Oh wait, hold on. Prismatic. I need to click this. Target here. Click done to finish paying. Okay. I like if I float mana first, I just click the ending. It just pays 1, right? Maybe not. Just make sure I didn't mess it up. Because of Chalice. How did I feel after my 3rd jab? I was fine for like 20 hours, and then I had some like mild symptoms that evening. Just like a little woozy. I was fine though. I ate a lot of pickles. The night after the jabs for electrolytes, or that's what Esther told me to do, and I did it. It's not medical advice, just what I did. But I felt totally fine. Maybe I should ending the scales, actually. And fire the ballista. Why ending instead of fire there? I have two endings, only 1 fire. So to have coffee like right after. Yeah, I mean, I just think anything, just like getting your body into a place where you're gonna be able to handle the low energy, make sure that you're really hydrated. Like the electrolytes help you get hydrated from the pickles. You know, just stay hydrated. It'll be fine. What a fire? Yeah. Again, like I have 2 prismatic endings, only 1 fire ice, so like I could have the option to save the fire ice. Instant speed answer a creature on the like following turn. Yeah, you also have to drink water in addition to eating pickles to stay hydrated. That'll be $200. Okay, the hand needs a land, but it's pretty good if it draws one. You mean drink pickle juice to stay hydrated? Everybody always wants to tell me what I mean, huh? Needed to draw a non-Lotus Field land. Yeah, I have seen Arcane. It was one of my, it's probably my favorite show this year. I'd say pretty easily my favorite. Alright, a lot of 1/1s. Land, that's not Lotus Field. Thank you. I saw Squid Game 2. It was fine. I would say that I felt Squid Game was a little overhyped. It was fine. I felt like a lot of people felt like the concepts in Squid Game were super revolutionary, but I feel like I've seen most of like the ideas in Squid Game before. I don't know. It was fine. Like Squid Game was a totally fine show. I'm not gonna fire into the double sentinel here. Yeah, I've seen Dead Man Wonderland. Yeah, it was fine. Like, I also thought the ending was like what my favorite episode of Squid Game was episode 2. Spoilers for Squid Game, I guess. Spoilers for Squid Game. Everybody gone? That doesn't want to hear the spoilers. Like, I thought it was, when they went into the game, right, and then they left and they went back to their like shitty lives. I thought that was amazing. I thought that was like. When that happened, I had no idea what was going to happen the rest of the show. I was like so shocked that they just left and they went back to their shitty lives. I thought that was like really, really, really interesting to me. Okay, so I can go fire, sentinel, sentinel. I think I'll do that first. That was like by far the best episode in my opinion. Yeah, spoilers are over. Thank you. It wasn't even like anything too big, but like I really liked like specifically the second episode is all I was saying. When I cast Fire last turn, they get to draw 2 cards, right? Oh no. So I have to save the Solitude for the counters they put on Ballista, right? If I Solitude this now, they put the counters over here. Yeah, that's... Okay. It's gonna be tricky. Hold. We're not ending first. We didn't have the extra white mana at the ending first. Ending's a sorcery. White up 3 fairer than 75. It's awkward on the mana curve. It's awkward to cast with Lotus Field being a multicolor 3 mana spell. Obviously, it's still Teferi the Time Raveler. It would be totally fine in the deck. My opponent's opting to attack me instead of Teferi, which is pretty disrespectful to Teferi, even though I'm at 6 life when they have a 7 power flyer. Does anybody hear like a weird squeaking noise? I don't know. I'm listening to a song, and I don't know if that's like in the background of the song. It's like it sounds like metal being scratched, and it's like it's birds chirping. It's birds chirping. Okay, it's the song for sure. The song's pretty good. I feel like I'm not a fan of the birds in the background though. Yeah, just me beating up the robots. Funny. Alright, let's ending the Ballista. It's probably not the artistic direction I would have gone in. The rest of the song was pretty good though. Well, we, I think successfully navigated our way out of a very sticky situation, huh? They get to Luris, though. We're pretty ahead. How do you deck text work? You can save up for 50,000 channel points, or you can donate $10 or give 2 subs for deck tech. And you can't negotiate either. No haggling. Any hagglers in the chat? Yeah, also only submit deck decks when I'm 4-0 and I'm like really focused. Are they tax deductible? You can get extra credit on your final exam because as we've established already, I still take Double Fury. You get college credit for watching the stream. I do genuinely make it, you know, memes aside, I feel like I do make an effort to try to answer as many questions as I can, try to make things as productive as possible. You'll actually exile as a boss. Yeah, I'm listening to the song again. It's definitely like birds chirping in the background. It's really weird, but I'm liking the song. First time I've heard it. The song is DVRST Eyes Closed Extended. Quite the mouthful, huh? Key the internship here. If you get 1 million channel points and become a mod or VIP, yeah. According to Susan, Avian Sanctuary. That actually sounds kind of cool. I was thinking Fury first. Yeah, I think both are probably fine. We're definitely really ahead here. They're top decking. Yeah. Couple complicated matches. We're 2-0. I like this deck a lot. Yeah, what I love about this deck is it's like kind of no matter how sticky the situation is, you always have a chance to like come back, which is always a really fun aspect of a deck. How important is Valakut Awakening? Super, super, super important. I would never play less than 4. It gives you a density of lands to like you need to play like 26 lands in your Lotus Field deck, otherwise you're gonna like just draw Lotus Fields without your land drops. It's big, which is a big problem. And like the other mode is really, really strong as well. And they also enter untapped with Bloodstone in place. So like the downside of having a tap land is even like reduced in this deck. Okay, no companion. I have to keep this hand. I think I'll put back a Solitude because I have a Kaheera, right? That could be my white card for Solitude. Put Mills to 6. Marsh Flats. You think Lotus Field, Solitude, and Fury that Stifle is wanted in this deck. Well, in the older version of this deck, I did used to play Tails End. But I would play Stifle if it were legal in the format, yeah. But I don't think I would. I don't think that like I would want to play Tails End that badly. Unless like the meta like was really good for it for some reason. Looking at Savior of All in back for Reanimator. I would have to read that card. And I'm not very good at reading. But if you want to type exclamation point card, Savior of whatever, I will read it. Oh, I'm saying you want to play this in Legacy. I see. That was like the real question. I think haven't we tried Lotus Field in Legacy before? We have, I think. 2/2 Shadow. Four Shadow. Take 5 here. Yeah, that card's not good. Sorry. Oh, they have Embercleave. Oh no, they don't. They're just cycling a Triome in combat. Cycle Street Wraith. I'll take 6. If they have a second Shadow, I get to kill both Shadows. So I think the upside there is worth taking 6. Let's go. There's Cauldra, mystery cards. Deck Tech for Druid. Love Deck Tech. Yeah, if you could just post a link in chat, I'll take a look. Yeah, 2 free for the bean, huh? That cycle in combat was really weird, though. Could counter draw this. Then his Cauldra mystery card currently. I could kill this with fire, also. I think I'll just counter draw. You know, we get a 2 for 2 because of the Sentinel. Be nice to find a land. It's a good land, or a fine card too. They're not that far away from hardcasting Cauldra though. Oh, they have a 3-mana play here. Ranger Captain's really good 3-mana play. Death Shadow. Death Shadow 3/3 now. Yeah, I think we're just gonna cast Deluge and pay this turn. Their hand is Maul, Shadow, new card. John the Moon, cool. With the Regent. I think I'm casting the Deluge now. Weird. Hayek, Ragavan, Goyf, Klothys, Spyro. I think your curve is too high. You have a lot of, like, I just, in general, I don't think the region is, like, region is fine, but I don't think that it's worth making your mana curve this high, and seems like a bit awkward in general. Okay, so with them sacking that there, I'm dead to any way for them to pay life. I didn't have a good top deck either. I've lost my Kaheera already. Should I play the Lotus Field, sack the Flagstones? I don't think so. I think I'll just play this tapped. Yeah, so like I think Kolaghan's Command is like kind of the big card that's like stands out to me like a sore thumb. Where you already have like 8 other 3-drops, and now you have 10 3-drops with these commands. And like I just feel like they look like to be pretty win more to me because they're not playing Maul. And just not a card I feel like you're like really that incentivized to play. So we're looking for Solitude, sort of Fire and Ice. Cryptic Commands. I think I can pay here. Okay, now we're in trouble. I don't know that we have too many outs. Game 2, unfortunately. Dang it. That Thoughtseize was such a good top deck. Ranger Captain was a good draw too. I think I might just not be sideboarding. I don't think I want Rest in Peace. I think I'm just not sideboarding. Yeah, so I think I want to cut these commands. I want to cut the regents. I want to add the 4th copy of Seasoned Pyromancer. You could also consider Unearth in this deck. I bet Unearth, like 2 Unearths main with 4 Spyro, 3 Grist, 2 Klothys is probably pretty good. Like underneath a Goy for Ragavan is fine too. And it just makes your curve a lot lower, which is something I really want to do in this deck. So -2 commands, -3 regent, +1 Spyro, +2 Unearth. You have a couple slots to play with. To try Terminate. Terminate might be kind of hard to cast. You could try Abundant Growth too, like 2 Abundant Growths, just like fix your mana a little bit with the moons. That could be good. Chandra Awakened Inferno is a trap. That card like doesn't beat control decks. Especially with Solitude gaining life. I feel like Chandra's a big trap. I would play Veil of Summer or Boil or just like anything besides Chandra is your anti-blue card. I'm not a big fan. I wouldn't play Assassin's Trophy either. Assassin's Trophy Blood Moon is kind of a big nombo. If you're wanting an anti-Murktide Regent card, I would play the 1 mana opponent sacrifices a flying creature card. I would probably play the 3rd Force of Vigor. You could also consider playing. You could consider playing Ancient Grudge over Force of Vigor, though, if you wanted to. Maybe a split. Just something to think about. Weather Storms are probably fine. Oh, I see you have 4 Unearths in the side. I just noticed those. Yeah, you could keep like 1 or 2. I think maybe 2 main, 1 side is like the number I like here. Yeah, run afoul. Thank you. All right, those are my thoughts. All right, discard heavy draw from my opponent here. Okay, definitely going to play the Flagstones before the Lotus Field now. Opponent is at 8 life. Magus better than Blood Moon if you're playing on Nurse. Nah, the Blood Moon Magus just gets like heated so easily in this format. Guess I'm casting the Kaheera. I don't think that they play Blood Moon. It's not. I don't know what their list looks like though, so I'm gonna just get the basic planes just in case. Doesn't really cost you much. Surprised you haven't put more Ranger Captain in Brews. I played Ranger Captain in the Boros deck the other day. Whoa! How was that their turn? Feel good about that turn. Yeah, I like Ranger Captain a lot. I've cast a lot of Ranger Captains. It is a very good card. I've been kind of obsessed with like Ranger Captain and Ragavan plus Sentinel. Oh, I've been playing humans a lot off stream with 4 Ranger Captain in the main deck there too. I don't think I've streamed that version yet. Maybe we'll do it today. All right, 2 cards left. 1 card left. Opponent's got a little bit of fear in their dojo, I think. Oh, I probably should have... Okay, now I guess I'm just not playing around Blood Moon. I've got 2 Cryptics, we'll be okay. 1 card in their hand. Is it a spell? It's not a spell. But now I've got Cryptic, Cryptic, Deluge, Deluge. Oh, I almost clicked on that. Okay, that would have been a way to lose the game, is clicking on that Lotus Field there. Yeah, a long time fan favorite on the stream, Esper Shadow. Yeah, Humans is a deck that I've been doing well with lately. It is a deck that I feel is a little underplayed. It's probably going to game 3 in this match. Good luck, Zoe. My booster wasn't so bad. Esther also like slept. She kind of just slept hers off. I honor you, a Johnny Caller of the Pride with the Cryptic Command, for all the good times we used to have together back in Standard. I honor you with the Cryptic Command, although you don't necessarily need to be crypticed here. I honor you by countering you with Cryptic Command. Bringing Force of Negation for a Johnny. Alright, good hand. Kinda. Good enough. Go, go, Flower Ranger. 11-month free subscription. Go, go, Stoneforge Mystic. Get a Kalja complete. Have it get solituded. Probably. Okay, I'll Prismatic Ending the Stoneforge, I guess. Replace the Fate Fast with Summit. Monetary reasons. That would not be the worst decision. I think I'll discard the Fury. Have you ever Blood Sun then got your Lotus Field Spreading Seas? Yeah. Then I went to complain on Reddit about Spreading Seas. Islan, I think we Twitch Prime. Oh, opponent was F6 or yield till end of turn. They got super punished. Mariner makes you feel better. Yeah, I haven't been playing Mariner. I've been meaning to try it. I've been playing Forge Tinder in my sideboard and Ranger Captain in the main deck, and that's like really helped the Fury matchups. Because I have 3 Forge Tinders in the side. I kind of want to play a 4th copy, to be honest. No, don't Prismatic Ending my Blood Sun though. Don't do it. Please don't do it. Thanks. Kind of needed that one. I think I'll hold on to the Lotus Field for now. Yeah, ban Prismatic Ending. How about Boggles fare in the current meta? So this is the current cycle that Boggles players have, where they delude themselves into thinking Boggles is like somewhat playable in Modern at the moment, and then they register the deck, and it is not playable. But they're like, maybe it is time for Boggles. It's my time right here, huh? So I'm just gonna hold up the Cryptic for this turn. / Deluge. Fix, thank you for tier 1, appreciate ya. What makes it not viable? Seems focused on smart removal. Engineered Explosives is a super duper powerful card. There are also like a lot of really popular decks that just, I guess I'll counter this. I could Deluge in response actually. Maybe that's better. That can go ending next turn, or like ending Solitude, something. It's like they're like Living End and Rhinos. I mean, maybe Rhinos not so much, but Rhinos I think is good against Living End or good against Boggles. Prismatic Ending also is like a main deck way for you to like deal with some enchantments is a big problem for Boggles. There's just like a lot of like little things. Oh, you're right. They did tap wrong and can't Croxa. Yeah, Dress Down's really good against Boggles. We just double pending. I could save this ending for the other Croxa, but I'm not really too worried about the other Croxa. I can go discard Fury, it's Teferi, Cryptic Commands. Next turn. What is this? Kolagons? What did they return? The captain? Okay. So they go for Croxa or they go for captain? Go for captain. Two cards in hand. Mean Fanny Pack 7 months. Appreciate ya. That was the Blink matchup. I was talking about 4-color Omnath. That matchup's like one of your best matchups. Is Stream Deck acting up? It always is. It is a really unreliable program. Ooh, that's a good Thoughtseize. The Solitude was going to exile the Croxa, kill the Shadow. So I could ending that, but they could Ranger Captain to stop the ending if they want. And they can't escape this Croxa. They don't have any red mana left. They have no red mana up. I think they started to escape and okay. Oops again. Okay, well, that was pretty good for us. So I can just ice this. Yeah, they might have Unearth in their hand. That would be pretty bad. They did it. They escaped Croxa. What website do you guys trade cards from MTGO? Hot singles in your area. You get all the best MTG singles.
What's up? It's me, your friend, Aspiring Spike.
Yeah, if you want to find the best card rental site for Magic Online, just type hot singles in your area. You'll find it. You'll find it. Three, 4. Yeah, just basically you'll know you found it as soon as somebody asks you for your credit card information. You'll know you're in the right place. Canister, thanks for the raid, dude. Hope you're having a good day. Let me see some Faithless Lootings in the chat. Any Faithless Looters out there? How long have I been waiting to use the bit? I don't know. I just thought of it on the spot there. Sometimes I'm funny, I guess. So I could go tap bounce the Shadow. The problem is if they can kill this in response, it's pretty bad. I think I'll risk it. But what's nice is the Chalice counters the Croxa. Or is it the Shadow? Bam with the 9 months. Appreciate ya. Bam is also a Faithless Looter. Rip Rop with the 25 months. When Charm was a staple in this deck. I've never played Charm in Lotus Field. I think it's really bad in Lotus Field because you can almost never cast it on turn 3, which I tend to think is bad for your 3-mana spells. I think I'll Flashback Deluge instead of casting the one from hand. Cool. Just take Cryptic Solitude. Oh, they could have kicked the Scourge. Oh, man. I mean, it's easy to forget that line of text on the card, though. Oh, I thought that they remembered. Well, we can emblem. We don't have any way to draw cards in hand at the moment. See if that changes after this deluge. Alright, 3-0. Playing against Gigantha, so probably Affinity or Tron. This hand's gotta be a mulligan, though. Hey, Wolo! Thank you for 2 months, appreciate you. Hey, Twitch Prime prop you up back to the top. I would love that, yeah. Put him most of 5, probably playing against Tron then. I do usually like this matchup. Being this deck so good, casting format spells, why not sideboarding 2 verdicts? Well, what would you play verdicts over in the sideboard? And I have found with 4 Solitude, 4 Fury, you don't really need verdict that badly. There are obviously spots where it would be good, just like verdict obviously is nuts sometimes, but I haven't really missed it. I think verdict is just kind of like... It could be... It's obviously a staple in control decks, but it can play... I think some players just like can't see themselves possibly playing without it, but I feel like this is definitely one that doesn't want it, in my experience. Let me actually play the Steam Vents here. With Fury and Solitude being kind of awkward in hand, I'm pretty interested in like drawing another land and getting these out of here. Wishing I put back the Solitude. Man, I really want to cast this Awakening. I'm gonna wait one more turn before I play this as a land. They played this again mine, so we've got some time, hopefully. Okay, I guess they're Green Tron because they played Sphere. Warping Well's a bit odd in Green Tron. I'll take the point, see if they can cast like Card the Great Creator or something here. Stirrings. Power Plant. Okay. Untap lands. Let's go. So like I think I'll keep Teferi. I could see just getting a whole new hand here though. They play the power plants. Another Stirrings for a map. So they have Tron next turn. They have 2 cards in their hand. Okay. Not bad cards to find here by any stretch. Oh, I probably have to hold up Cryptic for next turn. Opponent taking their time here, huh? They're asking me about like the number of cards I put back. It says in my game log, it does say 4 cards. Weird. Yeah, I gotta hold up the Cryptic here, I think. Do you counter bouncing land up? Bouncing land and upkeep doesn't do anything but delay the inevitable. They only have, 2 cards in hand at the time making that comment. I'm just supposed to counter their big threat, I think. No, don't bounce land. Bouncing land does. They're just gonna replay the land. The next turn I'll have no answer to like Karn or anything. Bouncing the land is not a good line here. You have no plan if you bounce the land. Just counter their thing. They only have 3 cards. Giganta into the hands. Okay. I could go Blood Sun Chalice on 1. I think that they do have stuff up here though. But I think I'm just like I can't cast Solitude. Could draw Lotus Field 2 and hold up Cryptic. Oh my gosh, Pog. Let's freaking go. Seems like I'm a bit nervous about chat suggestions. ... Nervous? I mean, I'm a very nervous person all the time, but I don't know what you mean by nervous about chat suggestions. This is fine. Bloodsun does not stop Tron, no. But they're going to target my Lotus Field, and I'm going to be able to counter bounce my Bloodsun to return Hexproof back on. Also, they might not realize that this has Hexproof. Am I scared of chat's judgment? I'm scared of having too many people in chat to yell at, and I'm afraid that one person will get away with saying a dumb comment and not get yelled at. That's my greatest fear. Is that someone who deserves to get yelled at doesn't get yelled at. They want Awakening here. So Awakening put back the 2 lands in the Chalice. The other option was Chalice on 1 plus Solitude this turn. But if I'm going to draw Cryptic Command and Solitude, I want to wheel here. Let's freaking go. Why does Field have Hexproof? It doesn't have Hexproof when the Bloodsun's in play. But if they targeted the Lotus Field with the Ulamog trigger, I could have responded by bouncing the Bloodsun. My opponent is a Tron player though, and they thought that it still had Hexproof, so they didn't target it. They just didn't realize it lost the Hexproof. But it currently does not have Hexproof. The Hexproof is like grayed out here. Oh no, I'm getting canceled on Twitter by Bengucci. Finally. Some real Twitter beef. Everything I've always wanted. Alright, if the last card is like Karn, Liberated, we're in bad shape. Okay, it's not. Yeah, it's pretty rude, dude. Yeah, I'm just, having a laugh, man. Go, Kaheera! Dude, I've been getting crushed by Mill lately. I've been getting just... I lost playing against Mill last night for a trophy. Mill's been killing me even when I have sideboard cards for it. Probably don't want an ending. Yeah, I don't need to ending this Scion. T Dixon for 8 months. Appreciate ya. Do I want end? I think I might actually want Awakening over Deluge. We have a Deluge in the yard. And then we have 4 good cards to awaken away. Just gotta find that 4th Cryptic Command. Never lucky. Let's get Fury down. Fury hits for 8. And then, okay, they just concede. But if I iced both 2 Tron lands, does that do anything? Not that much. Yeah, what's really cool about this matchup is you just get to overpower Tron a decent amount of the time. Let me double check my sideboard guide for this actually. Man, okay. Let me check the taskbar settings. What was it? Show taskbar on all displays. Okay. The taskbar is just so bugged on Windows 10. Yeah, but let me pull up my sideboard guide, which you can find on CFB Pro. I think we're like one card different from that deck guide. But I put a deck guide for this list out last week on CFB Pro. Okay, against Tron. Okay, I just got the elementals for these cards. I think I'll play one Solitude over the third Chalice. Pay 3, put the test square in the hand. Probably sending this one back. I guess we keep this and put back the Solitude. We have Ending on turn 1, which can be really good against Tron. And then we have Flagstones to sack our Lotus Field 2. It's all fine.
Went by the office and did the maintenance request.
Okay.
Here's some coffee.
Thank you. Appreciate you.
Free coffee.
On the play, put Wear Tear. I think with you, because you have 4 endings, I don't think you need Wear Tear that much. It's kind of like just like a lot of answers to map, and like Wear Tear is not a card I usually like too much in this matchup. There's definitely some upside though, of course. So hope they keep stumbling. We're stumbling a little bit too. Yeah, I know I said appreciate you the same way I think the subs, but you know how it is, you're like in work mode, you have your work voice on. You know how it is. Okay. We've been definitely drawing pretty well this match. They do have 3 cards still in their hand though. That all you got? Oh, I can't cast the Blood Sun. Don't Veil of Summer me. It's illegal to cast Veil of Summer in Modern, don't you know? I need to find Nexus of Fate, probably, to overpower this. We'll see what happens. Replay the Ugin, maybe? Yeah. Ulamog revealed. Let's go! Oh, man. So, Blood Sun, 5 mana. Let's freaking go. It's not over yet. That's the thing about the Lotus Field deck, is you always have a chance to, like, just draw perfect and get out of it. We have to keep finding. We have to find a Nexus like maybe 3 more times. Easy, right? Let's fucking go. I think I take the other Cryptic. I could take Ragavan and start attacking with it. I think I was supposed to take the other Cryptic. Oh boy. Let's go. So if I go Flashback Deluge, I don't have double Cryptic up. So then I'll go Ragavan, Chalice on 1, lands. Oh no, I played the second Blood Sun. Oh no, that was a huge mistake. Because if they Ulamog my Lotus Fields, it's kind of a bad thing. Should I bounce this Ugin though? Bounce Ugin. Yeah, let's go upkeep, tap their team, bounce Ugin. So they have Ulamog in hand. Blood Sun removes the Hexproof on Lotus Field. And usually you beat that by bouncing your Blood Sun in response to Ulamog and drawing a card. But I have 2 Blood Suns, so I don't have that line available to me. Yeah, I know my opponent didn't know last game, but maybe they'll figure it out, right? Yeah, I know it can counterbalance 1 field, but they might just go exile, right? They probably target 1 at Ulamog. In that case, why not double Cryptic, bounce their lands? Well, then Ulamog gets to kill my Blood Suns and my Ragavan and my Teferi, and then they just have Tron the following turn. Doesn't seem like a good line to me. Yeah, chat like just loves the bounce their lands line. But this is fine. I think I could just deluge. I can just keep tapping these. It's fine. Who cares? Yeah, I don't think we need to counter it. Because eventually we'll take infinite turns with Nexus. Take Nexus, deluge. Just counterbalance the field. Well, they didn't target a field. You know, it's not clear that they know they can. Because they had the opportunity last game too and didn't. This is Nexus 4. Yeah, but that's the thing about Nexus. Like, the more cards you draw, the higher chance you are to find your Nexus. Do I want to cast a Fire Ice now? I guess so. Just want to see as many cards as possible. Valakut Awakening also makes like the fact that I still have 3 Awakenings in the deck makes me feel pretty good right now. Draw a card. 7 more cards. They lose. I think I'll take the Lotus Field, number 4. Still haven't found an Awakening or the Nexus again. Okay, there's the Nexus again, and the Awakening. Okay. So remember that once you get out of cards in library, you are just taking infinite turns. All you need is a win con. There's a win con. Let's go. I should have Nexus before drawing the card. And I guess I will Solitude. Maybe a little early. My opponent does not have Dismember in their deck against post-board against Lotus Field. There's no way. Opponent's packing it in. Ah! We beat Hardcast Ulamog, Hardcast Kozilek, 2 Ugins. Just went over the top. My opponent revealed Luris. Gonna keep this. Yeah, Stream Decker's been broken for a little while. Prediction is live. You have like 1 minute left. Hammer time. Good matchup. Already beat it once this league, actually. And we have a Fury, and they have a draw that's pretty vulnerable to Fury. And we have a Chalice. I think I'm supposed to do this now. I could wait a turn, potentially. Just bad if they have, 8 hammer. Syncing for 3 months. Appreciate you. Chalice in 1's pretty good. You'd probably take the Chalice. Might take the Solitude. We'll see. Lou Mason. Become a VIP or mod. Which do you want to be? Second one redeemed today. Okay, they did have Cigar to Zaid. Guess I'm Prismatic Ending. It's hard. Thank you for the 11 months. Appreciate you. VIP, please. Alright. We have 1 VIP made today and 1 mod. Loris is definitely a good way for them to rebuild here, of course. Can Solitude it next turn off Kaheera. Need to find a Blood Sun. But I'd say we're still ahead here, I think. If they have an untapped White Source and they get to play Sentinel off Loris, it's a little bit worse. Do you always just say Lotus Field 3 or sometimes no? Sometimes no. Depends on your hand. If you trophy with Mono Blue Turbo Murktide, can you be a VIP? Sure. Doesn't mean I'll play it, but if I do play it and a trophy with it, you can be VIP. Ban Luris. Ban the companion mechanic as a whole, maybe. I could, yeah, I think I'm just with Solitude here. Get out of here, Luris. They got 1 card in their hand, drawing up to 2. Kaheera versus Luris, huh? Yeah, there's your Luris ban. Both companions are exiled. I've banned them. We can stop talking about it. Untap lane would be a good draw. Could pay for Sentinel, hold up Cryptic, and then Lotus Field away the Flagstones the following turn. You brought it up again? Yeah, because it was a hilarious goof. Get a hammer. Okay. Not a bad draw. The Sentinel is very, very good here. Luris continuing to be a thorn in our side even after it's gone, huh? Yeah, we did beat the Kozilek. Is that all you got? we did win that game. Kozilek. They also cast Ulamog and Ugin again that game, and it just wasn't even. Okay, it was close to enough, but we got him. We cast Nexus like 6 times. I don't think I need to counter Stoneforge Mystic number 2. Shadow Spear. Dude, Needle is so good against me. Yeah. Oh no, I casted. Oh, I meant to cast Cryptic. I just clicked the wrong card. Still gonna be okay. Okay, I need this land. I think I'll take Island Solitude. It's fine. It's fine. This worked out okay. It's fine. It's fine. We have answers to the Needle. They also might not be that familiar with the list, right? If they don't know the list, they might not name Teferi. Yeah, they named Teferi. They don't know! I can't believe I almost Cryptic did this. I can't believe I misclicked to not Cryptic this. Clothis smiles upon us today, chat. Clothis smiles upon us today. Fate is on our side. Your hand is Shadow Spear, 2 mystery cards. You're out of touch. Oh yeah, one of them is Hammer too. So yeah, Hammer mystery card now. I mean, hardcasting Fury is really appealing here. But I would just die to, I would just die to hammer on the Nexus. I don't think we need to evoke the Fury either. I think we can just wait. Yeah, Bean is free today, huh, Shane? Yeah, Coward stream though, for sure. I could fire the Stoneforge. This is fine, I think. Opponent puts themselves dead to Lightning Bolt, huh? I do have a sideboard guide for this deck on. It's Channel Fireball, yeah. I have a whole deck. I have 2 deck guides actually. I have one earlier deck guide that was this list before I figured out how good Fury was, and then I recently wrote an update with this version, and so I would recommend reading both. They're not that long. They're like like 12 or 1300 words each, but yeah, you got to read both. Or I recommend reading both. I'm not going to tell you what to do. You can just skip to the sideboard guide if you want. But surely nobody would ever do that. I could counterbounce Stoneforge. Put them to 1. So I'm just going to counter draw. I don't think putting them to 1 is that good. Yeah, I skipped to the sideboard guide too. Lethal? We have chat lethal here. We don't have actual lethal. Most players would float mana here, but I'm built differently. I just don't care. I think we're currently 2-0 or 2-1 against Hammer today. We've been doing pretty well against it. I think it's a good matchup. Yeah, we didn't even show them hero. I missed the voting. Can you vote again? Okay, we'll do a side bet with Menguchi only. How many points do you want to wager? You can just put them into the offshore account option. I'll get them back to you eventually. Yeah, Bloodstone's pretty good against them. All in a victory. Okay, side bet with Menguchi. Okay, those. If we win, we get to VIP Menguchi. But only if we win. That's the side bet. What happens if there's a tie in the trophy race? Who's ever at the top of the board wins. So it goes by whoever got to that number last, which I don't think is a good way to do it. But like technically, if I win this match, I'm at the top of the board for a little bit. If loses, get banned? No, I'm too soft for that. How many trophies behind was Ginger like a week ago? A bunch. He's been playing like 13 hours a day of Shadow. It's been nuts. It's been really cool. Pretty good hand. Yeah, if I lose, I'll just ban Eyelash again. But I'm not gonna lose. And that was not me being cocky or overconfident. I had an appropriate level of confidence there. If just in case Clothis is watching. All right, Mulda 6 plus Thoughtseize, usually pretty favorable for us in this matchup. Every single league we don't get a trophy, we ban Eyelash TV, huh? That's the new strat. Don Mars, good 4 months. Appreciate you. So I'm probably gonna ice the. We'll see what we draw. Solitude. I'm gonna ice the Saga so they can't make a token this turn. Did she hurt me in a past life? Something like that. I don't want to talk about it. Want to ice the courtyard? That's better, huh? I guess it didn't matter here. Yeah, I should have iced the courtyard. Gonna hold the Awakening for now. I think they got Hammer or Stoneforge, right? Yeah. And it's Hammer 2 mystery cards. Trophy race ends, and it's a 90-day race. Tomorrow is day 45, so we're halfway done tomorrow. 46 days from today. It's a long race. So they're not making a token. Another Saga. My Kingdom for a second Wear Tear or Blood Sun. Okay, this was a very good mulligan for them. So the last card is another Hammer. Can we? Drawing that Prismatic Ending was pretty clutch too. Gonna be close. There's Hammer mystery card. I get the Saga. I get the Bloodstone their Saga, but then they get to hit me for a lot. Okay, so if I draw a red card, I can kill their token before they can hammer it. I have a lot of good draws here. Yeah. I guess I should wait for them to hammer. Trying to think of what goes wrong. I don't know. I just don't want to lose to Blacksmith skill. I can't handle it emotionally. Yeah, drawn hot today, huh? Fuck. I don't think I'm supposed to play the Fury as a chump blocker. Ban the companion mechanic. Ban the companion mechanic. Oh, man. Any companion mechanic banners in the chat? Lyris in the hand, and everybody can breathe a big sigh of relief. Why did you flashback Deluge in the Yard? Because I can't draw Prismatic Ending off of the Deluge in the Yard, so I think it's better to have that out than to see the 3 extra cards. I can also draw Fire Ice too, with the Deluge in hand. Get your claw, thank you for the 11 months. Appreciate you, buddy. Good question for sure. Mischief, thank you for this tier 1 for 6 months in advance. It's a good message to see, huh? Yeah, shout out to Andrea Mengucci. Although I could sabotage myself to win the bet. Bob, thank you for the 15 months. Appreciate you. That top deck Pierce still Paladin. That Paladin with something else. My opponent also hasn't clicked the concede button yet. Anything can happen now. 15 months, con man. Appreciate ya. Yeah, I got really lucky to draw Kaheera right when we needed to. Ever since they banned Companion as a mechanic, I didn't think Kaheera was worth it, but it looks like it still is. Still pitches to Solitude even if it's in your deck. We're in garbage time. I'm just gonna try to close the game out. Six 3/3 double strike. Go. It's a pretty good limited card. There's twins. There's I think 5 mana 3/3 double strike prowess from Cons, right? That card was really good. What was that card called? Alright, I'll give you your VIP now. Unable to add VIP. I think hold on. I accidentally copy pasted the colon. There you go. Menguchi is now officially a VIP. Won the bet. Let's go. And gets to keep the channel points too. Kind of a scam. Opponent must be subscribing to the old Reduke school of thought. Yeah, it's been a good stream so far. 3-way tie, huh? Let's go. 3-way tie. Feels pretty good because I lost playing for 5-0 3 times yesterday. I did get a trophy yesterday too. I had a pretty good hot streak yesterday. It wasn't quite hot enough. It wasn't quite hot enough. 3-way tie. The Misty Rainforest. And for the first time in like a week, we're back on top of the board.